Case, our legal companion.
First criminal case, never stop reading. And never be ashamed to ask for help. Never be ashamed to ask for opinions from experienced lawyers. Walang mawawala sa'yo if you ask for guidance.
Yeah.
So, syempre, ang gusto namin yung courteous na lawyer. Madami kang pupuntahan if you're a lawyer na courteous. Not only to the prosecutor, not only to the judge, but lawyers should always be courteous to the staff. Ang tingin ko kasi, aggressive lawyers is their style eh. It's their way of trying to make a point. I may be a lady lawyer, but if you're aggressive, I can also be aggressive. Misfiled. Most people think that if a minor is involved, automatic Republic Act 7610. Kahit basta minor, automatic. Now, the problem there is this one. We know that we have prescription. Slight physical injuries. These are light offenses. They prescribe in 2 months. But dahil lumampas na siya sa 2 months,
Child abuse.
gawin child abuse. Public service as a prosecutor. Public service is about not winning the case at all costs. Public service is about giving justice to whom it is due. Kasi lagi nilang iniisip, pag prosecutor ka, we always want conviction. No.
Good evening, Pañeros and Pañeras. Welcome back to Off Court Series by NK.
Welcome back.
Yeah, we are your host. I am Attorney Giovanni Hill.
And I am Attorney John Contado.
Yeah.
So, Off Court Series, we're back to Off Court Series.
Yeah, so Off Court Series is where we talk about the realities of legal practice beyond the courtroom.
So,
it's every third
Saturday of the month
at
6 p.m.
So, Attorney,
in Off Court Series, this is a space for lawyers and legal professionals where we share practical insights, professional experiences, and lessons in legal practice. So, these are conversations on the realities of legal practice.
So, kasi ang hirap, no? Ang hirap yung practice
so
natin.
the work that we do with clients, our responsibilities in our offices and institutions, our growth in the profession, and the challenges we continue to learn from.
So this program, yung off-court series natin, Attorney John, this is presented by InCase.
Maraming salamat, NCase, for sponsoring off-court series.
So InCase, Attorney John, is an app, and then that app is actually built by lawyers for lawyers. So ang dami ng features na ginagawa natin, getting it from the practitioners, from yung colleagues natin sa
Grabe
practice
na yung
natin,
pag-evolve ni NCase, no? From the very first day it was released and to now. So at NCase, Attorney?
Yeah. We believe kasi yung InCase, no? We believe that supporting our legal profession is not just about building the tools for our practice.
It goes beyond that.
So it means we are creating a space where we can learn from one another. Hindi pwedeng tayo-tayo lang. We also learn from our
colleagues from the other fields of legal practice. And that is why, Attorney, we have off-court series.
Yeah, yung off-court series. So, by the way, Attorney Chance, how's your week? Paano ba nakatulong yung InCase
medyo
sa practice
mahirap yung week kasi very busy yung schedule. But gusto ko lang i-share, Attorney, na very helpful yung my board ng NCase. It helps me organize the things that I will do kasi ang dami kong ginagawa this week. So, I need to keep track baka may makalimutan
yung my board mo para yung Kanban, no?
Yes, checklist.
Okay.
But it's more colorful. Wow.
Sa akin naman, Attorney John, yung InCase sa katulong sa akin kasi maraming direct examinations, cross-examinations. Yung direct, okay na. Kasi kasali na sa CHA, di ba? Pero yung natin, yung cross-examinations, we have to prepare, and then, ang dali-dali na lang kasi andyan na sa InCase.
Naka-link na siya by the way, sa case record kay client.
So, it really helped us a lot.
And also, InCase reminded me of my deadline for this week. So, thank you.
Thank you, InCase.
So, now,
so, sa practice natin, Attorney John, we're more of litigation, di ba?
We are litigation. That is why I'm very curious on the other part or the other side of legal practice, and particularly
Yung yung corporate practice.
Corporate practice.
May client tayo na corporation, pero hindi naman yung day-to-day ginagawa natin yung
Parang,
corporate, di ba?
Hindi din siya in-house counsel. Iba talaga yung from someone from the legal world.
Yeah.
Nandun siya sa
Excited
corporate
talaga ako kasi
practice.
I want to learn more about it.
So, in order for us to discuss corporate practice, kailangan natin ng someone from the corporate world to give us the full view in order to navigate corporate practice.
Yeah. So sino ba yung speaker natin ngayon, Attorney John?
Oo, yung speaker natin, she is a cum laude graduate of Bachelor of Arts in Political Science from Cebu Normal University. Wow. She served with the National Labor Relations Commission, the NLRC, Regional Arbitration Branch 7. So, where she dedicated 8 years to public service. And she gained extensive experience in labor and employment law.
Kalahin mo 8 years, no? Ang daming experience yan. Ang hirap
So, presently, she is connected and currently the legal and compliance manager of JNT Express. So, in her present role, she oversees matters involving contract review, compliance risk management, corporate legal risk assessment, and the litigation. So,
wow, ang dami, no?
that is why
Parang makikita natin talaga kung ano yung corporate.
I'm very excited
Through
for
her
her.
lens.
Yes.
Diba?
Because she will be sharing her insights and experiences in the field of corporate law practice, offering us a closer look into the realities of the profession, the corporate legal environment, and the diverse responsibilities and challenges that are faced by corporate lawyers. So without further ado, let us all welcome Attorney Giselle Tumarong
Ay,
Ong.
wow, Attorney.
Thank you, Attorney.
Kumusta,
Hi, Attorney. Good
Hi.
evening.
Good
How's
evening.
your week? How's your week?
I'm doing good. So hopefully I'm still doing good in coming weeks. So thank you for inviting me here.
Thank you for gracing us
Thank you
with
for
your
coming.
presence.
We are honored to have you here. No? And the audience natin, parang mas marami silang matutunan sa corporate
Yes,
practice. Kasi
particularly
wala talaga
corporate
kami
practice.
sa corporate practice.
We are in litigation eh.
Yeah.
But Attorney, I'm just curious lang. I have a question, a very curious question. Before becoming a lawyer attorney, what kind of student were you during law school?
Yeah.
For our law students viewer.
This is our past. So I was actually, during my first year, I was a full-time student, and I was
Wow.
even told by my friends then that I was very diligent. But when I
Commend
worked
the diligence.
in government already, of course, how magic works with government, how working student works, I manage my time and also work. So
nag-work ka, tapos nag-aaral.
Yes.
Uy, ang galing, no?
Medyo mahirap yun. It's very challenging for a law student to be working. So okay.
You say, we've learned that Attorney Giselle is coming from NLRC RAB 7,
Yes.
diba?
Yes.
So, 8 years ka rin dun. Kadalasan sa mga lawyers, they want to get in sa government,
Yes, true.
di ba? But in your case, you transferred from
Government service,
into
public
JNT.
service to
Diba?
private
So, what
practice,
led you-
corporate practice.
What led you to corporate practice?
Yeah, that's true. Actually, when I assess myself, what is corporate work, what is corporate lawyering, and also I saw myself that I could be lead into a corporate, like, example, I'm into negotiation, I'm into mediation, I will talk to management. So that's why I decided to be in the corporate practice. I know I will fit with that work.
So yung experience mo doon sa RAB, kasi kadalasan sa RAB,
benefit lang.
negotiate, mag-uusap yung corporate, mag-uusap yung employee, di ba?
Oo.
So it's where you are able to see na, uy, parang maganda doon. Parang yung experience ko, fitting talaga sa...
Tama.
So parang na-imagine ko, attorney, parating nagre-review ng mga, mga labor laws.
Labor laws, yes.
Ang
And
hirap kaya
mediation.
ang hirap kaya mag-represent ng company, di ba? To be honest, may client kami na company, then ang hirap i-depensa ng mga corporations. Naalala ko pa, Attorney Jess, yung nag-aaral ako, sabi ng guro ko, mahirap talaga yan kasi labor law.
Labor.
So, yung
Always
batas,
for labor.
yun, di ba? Yung batas parang designed for labor, di ba?
Labor.
So, how are you seeing it, attorney? Na gusto mong, ikaw, nasa corporate ka na, pero yung sa time mo sa RAB, di ba?
Leaning towards labor in favor.
During when I was in RAP, I was in neutral in position, right? Because we are the one to mediate. But when I transferred to corporate, I was already in the pure for the corporation. That's actually a bit challenging, but you will realize that not all case should be litigated. Because if you are into corporate, you have to ease all the issues. You have to like settle everything without necessarily going to
Court.
risk court.
Court.
So that's why I've been learning how to settle cases. If cannot be said, then proceed to litigation. But if possible,
Pero
tingnan
parang
ko lang.
last resort na talaga yung litigation pag nasa corporate practice ka.
Oo.
So I would like to see it, Attorney Jess, na parang nagbi-mediate parati kung may mga concerns sa office. Ganyan ba talaga?
Oo.
Sa corporate, yes. For example, we have issues this one, and I have to relay this to the management. This is the assessment. This is the facts.
Okay.
Actually, we have a case memo, and my practice with that one is all cases should be reported. And
Report.
memo, facts, findings, and then
Okay.
recommendations. So
Pina-follow talaga yung mga two notice rule, mga
Yeah.
investigation.
yeah.
Hindi pwedeng diretsahan na lang pag ano.
Kasi may experience si attorney from the NLRC.
Also, in the corporate world also, there's a lot of departments, right? So,
Yeah.
Okay.
we have to align with the HR. Not necessarily ikaw tama lagi kasi kung legal ka, ikaw lahat tama. Not necessarily like that.
Okay.
let's
So,
align.
Attorney Giselle, that is very helpful. No? So instead of looking at lawyers only in the courtroom, so we can also see lawyers as people who help our clients, the corporation, to make better decisions before problem arises. So, no, to make our discussion easier to follow, we have prepared a simple framework.
Discussion?
How do we call this framework?
Ano
Yes.
yung framework natin, Attorney?
We do practice a council framework.
Council
Council
framework.
means that clarify the objective of the company, of the business. Always observe and assist, and observe and then understand is for you, and is for negotiate, S is for secure, E is for examine, and then last is for lead. So I will discuss this briefly for all these letters from
Okay.
C, O,
This
U,
framework.
N,
Para itong naalala ko yung mga pistol, yung sa law school ba?
No, I'm very curious, attorney. Let's go first to C. Ano ba yung C ng council framework?
For clarify the business objective, actually, this is the real reality in the business or in the corporate world.
So,
Because
clarify the
honestly,
business
in the
objective, no?
Corporate lawyer doesn't necessarily mean that you have to determine the risk. You also have to understand and the reason behind why you have to
Clarify
proceed
the
or
business
clarify
objective.
everything. For example, I mean,
Okay.
not
Example.
necessarily, what I mean is clarify is that before you assess the risk, you also have to understand why the management need this, why
Okay.
the operations require this,
Mm-mm-mm.
why the financially of the business require this, or you have to avoid like this one.
So you really have to know kung ano ba talaga yung objective
Objective ni company.
before ka mag-assess. Kasi ang hirap naman, kung para ba sa yung
Wala
mga
tayong
cases na pinag-aral natin, di ba? You have to know kung ano yung issues.
Ano din parang siyang when answering bar exam question, you have to have legal basis.
Yeah, it's
So,
true. But in the corporate world, it's not just legal. Because lawyers there, and the corporate lawyer there are treated as risk management,
Treated as
and
risk managers.
and also business partners in the corporation.
So dapat talaga maraming hat na wini-wear.
Oo.
Yung legal, yung assessment sa risk, di
business
ba?
hat din.
Kung malulugi din yung company.
Oo.
Concern din yan sa mga lawyers. So ang hirap pala.
Okay. So, let's go to ano ba?
For example, we have
Okay, example ng C pala. Nakalimutan ko. Gusto
example ng
magtanong.
C.
Example, I will have to clarify this. For example, contract management,
Yes,
contract
contract.
review. All corporation has this contract review. So,
Okay.
lahat ng contract daraan yan sa legal. So, walang contract na di dadaan sa legal. You have to legally review each provisions. For example, there's a flagging risk. There's a provisions in the contract that says that prohibited, illegal.
Prohibited.
Or provisions in the contract that by legally mataas lang yung interest.
Okay.
Or, so, hindi siya pwede. Like, masyadong gusto ni investor na ganito, tapos ayaw ni management. But the legal in the corporate world should not say no. Di pwede. Kasi bawal sa legal. But the management
Really wanted it.
Really wanted it. So,
decides to, kailangan sa operations. Kailangan din nila kasi pag hindi, logi eh.
so ano yung ginagawa ni corporate lawyer?
The corporate lawyer should always assist, like for example, how about change the provisions, and then talk again with the lessors.
So, dapat talaga kailangan alam natin kung ano yung objective.
Oo.
Diba?
Company.
Kasi pag hindi natin alam yung objective na kailangan ba talaga ng
Kailangan
company,
to or hindi
so
na.
baka automatically magsasabi tayo na,
No.
no na, di ba?
Baka
Bawal
pwede
yun.
namang iibahin or mag-add lang or tweak the provision.
Because if we are strict on that one, if all lawyers are strict on that one, lahat ng business magsasara.
So, yun yung clarify the objective.
Clarify the
diba?
clarify
So, ano
the
ba yung
objective
next sa framework
of
natin, attorney?
Let's go with the O, which is
O.
observe and make preliminary assessment of legal risk. So, this is relation to the clarify. So, na-assess na natin yung risk.
after clarifying the
after
business
clarify-
objective, dito na tayo. Okay.
Dito yung identifying the legal risk na to. So, distinguish mo yung legal risk at saka business risk.
Hindi pwede legal lang lahat.
Hindi pwede. Yung as what I said, ang effect niyan, lahat magsasara. So,
Okay.
sa legal risk talaga, actually, dito yung magbibend doon sa legal risk. For example, gusto ni lessor na
In a contract of lease, gusto ni...
like, automatic na lang siya padlock. Automatic na lang siya magpi-penalty. Like, the percentage of the penalty is 6% to 50% of the rental. Hindi siya pwede by provisions. So, if tapos, this a conflict arise. If the management wanted it. So, business risk, kailangan ni business or ayaw ni business like that.
Okay.
There's a risk. So, there's a risk between the two. What the corporate lawyer should do is that assist and then be ethical. What I did in my company is that I will always tell the management, this is the risk. If you proceed with this one, this is the consequence.
Okay.
But the management will always say, how should we proceed without going to the consequence?
Okay,
so
yun yung
dapat talaga
preliminary.
so what I'm getting, Attorney Jess, is that my legal assessment, preliminary pa to, di ba? Preliminary assessment, ganito, for example, contract of lease.
Contract of lease.
Contract of lease.
All other contracts also.
Yeah. So, for example,
Supplies.
contract of lease, you have to look at yung mga, di ba, may mga, kayo yung nag-lease.
Kami yung
O kayo yung
Lesser or less?
lesser or lesses perspective. May pares lang din siya.
So, nagpapalis din kayo?
Meron din kami nagpapalis.
Okay.
So, you really have to look at, for example, attorney, nag-release kayo kasi gawin yung office. Ano ba yung nililist nyo?
For our part, sa Janty naman, kami yung nag-list.
Okay.
But some part, kami yung yung properties namin.
So,
pinalist
pag
namin.
nag-release kayo, chine-check nyo yung mga papers, di ba?
Yes, the documents, the requirements, and also the contracts review. Like, contracts review provisions, doon lahat, each by one, like from A to hanggang sa miscellaneous na provisions.
So, pag nag-assist kayo, attorney, immediately, humingi kayo ng papers, ano ba yung ginagawa?
Ano ba yung steps preliminary?
Meron kayong mga steps na dapat, may requirements kayo, dapat i-check nyo yung paper.
It's true.
So,
We
ano
have
yung
that.
mga ginagawa ng legal doon?
Other than checking papers.
For the checking papers, for example, kailangan natin ng ownership ng title, kailangan ng properties,
Okay.
the identity of the other parties. So, kailangan din natin yun to avoid risk. Kasi kung hindi natin yun check, possible niya may check tayo, may check na mangyayari. For example, gusto ni management, let's proceed with this one. List tayo doon, pumayag na yung may-ari.
Okay.
But in the end, the compliance side din naman papasok. Kasi hindi pa pala to industrial na area, agricultural na to, magpasok naman
So,
sa DNR.
dapat talaga, attorney, na may background ka din sa mga
lahat.
laws, no? Like,
Laws.
zoning, kasi sabi mo, hindi. For example, have you experienced, attorney, na yung papers, agricultural, may kadalasan, minsan, may mga property na agricultural pa,
agricultural.
diba?
Bawal pa.
Hindi pa na
Hindi pa
convert into
So, hindi yan
something.
pwede
palis.
i-list nyo kasi yung purpose nyo is
Industrial.
Industrial.
Tapos, the management wanted to proceed occupying the property. So, the lawyer should inform the management that should not be that way because kailangan yung kalaban natin dyan is government.
Okay.
So, dapat talaga, so mga panyeros-panyeras, pag nasa corporate practice tayo, hindi lang pala pag gusto natin yung mga
Yun na yun.
provisions sa contract, okay na yun.
Yun na yun, hindi pwede.
Dapat pala tingnan natin na ito pwede ba to sa business natin?
Pwede ba sa business? Legally, pwede ba? Ayun.
So,
So,
mas maganda talaga na ini-examine lahat.
mm,
I think attorney would still be talking about ang dami pa.
madami pa. So,
Dami pa.
C, yung clarify the business objective.
okay.
Yung O, yung
Observe and make preliminary assessment of legal risk. But before we proceed with the next subjective, can we just give thanks to our sponsor? So, maraming salamat, NCase, ha?
Yeah, say.
Encase, our legal companion. From court to office to client work to chapter engagements, always with us. Encase, our legal companion.
Oh, so we're back now?
Tapos na tayo sa C. Tapos na rin tayo sa O.
Ano ba yung next, Attorney Jess?
Understand compliance obligations.
Ano ba yung understand compliance obligations?
So we already mentioned, Attorney Hill already mentioned zoning kanina.
Yeah, yung
We also
zoning.
have that called business compliance, like
Business
permits.
compliance.
Yeah.
Kailangan din natin yun. So, to have to understand also what are those compliance na kinakailangan natin with the government. Business permits, fire safety,
Oh.
tax requirements and tax compliance,
Oo.
DOLI compliance, data privacy compliance.
Kailangan
AMLA
dami, no?
compliance. Marami pa rin.
Well, what we actually, may negotiation kami ngayon, Attorney Jess. So, sabi nila, you really have to talk to the LGU first before leasing. Kasi iba-iba yung procedure. Have you
Ibang
experienced that?
procedure ng LGU.
Before leasing, you have to acquire business permit. Yet kasi kailangan mo din i-update yung permits mo eh. Hindi siya automatic. Kung example, yung business mo, pang laundry lang or eatery. Kailangan mo din yung siyang i-update. If not, ma-flag ka dyan ng BIR. So,
Okay.
So, in
So,
this-
every time mag-lease kayo, parang ano ba yung nililist nyo? Yung warehouse? Ano ba yun?
for example, yung kami naman is kami yung nagrenta.
Yeah.
Nagrerenta, okay.
Sa business namin, sa registration namin sa SEC din, we also have listed activity din yung leasing. Kailangan din yun.
So, kailangan yung i-update yung records nyo pag supposing nag-open kayo sa Toledo.
Oo.
Yes.
So, dapat i-update nyo yung record nyo para sabihin sa government na may branch kayo sa Toledo.
Sa BIR, yes.
Yan.
Sa BIR,
yes.
okay.
Pero yung SEC dyan din na,
Hindi
no need
na.
to update.
Hindi na. Kasi yung sa SEC namin, nakalagay na dyan ng for leasing eh. Kung wala kang for leasing, kailangan na din yun. Kasi ma-flag din siya ng BIR.
Okay, at
So,
ng SEC.
how about when you open a branch, for example, sa Toledo, mag-operate kayo, kailangan nyo din ng permit sa Toledo, di ba?
Yes.
I understand. So, before kayo nag-rent sa Toledo, ang gagawin is i-check pa kung yung zoning, check dapat.
Lahat.
Yung compliances.
Compliance
Kailangan
for
pa
some
ng
sanitary, like the business permit compliance, kailangan din natin yun. I've experienced Toledo also.
Okay.
Have you experienced, attorney, na yung gusto nyong property mahirap sa local, parang yung owner may challenge sa local
government.
Have you experienced that?
Yes. In other LGU, we have zoning appeals.
Okay. Can you share more
Can
on it?
you share about it?
Paano nangyari yung mga ganyan?
It's very hassle, but
Yeah.
part of the process. Kailangan kasi yan. Kung if you're not compliant that one, kayo yung ma-flag, kayo yung
Ano ba yung nangyari doon, attorney, without dropping names?
For the zoning, for example,
sige,
the
attorney.
I think it's CLUP class land use pa.
Okay.
CLU. Ang tawag dyan, for example, yung industry mo is commercial, but
Okay.
that area is classified by the LGU as residential. Hindi siya pwede ka dyan, hindi ka pwede
Hindi ka makakuha ng permit.
They will not grant you zoning clearance.
So ano yung
So,
gagawin?
I just want to clarify, magkaiba yung lahat ng LGU. So,
Yun nga.
magkaiba siya LGU. So, we have LGU in Cebu na super strict on that one.
Okay.
So, kapag hindi siya align sa class land classification nila doon, yung gawin mo is zoning. So, apply ka ng exemption doon sa
Pwede pala mag-apply ng exemption?
Pwede nga apply ng exemption.
Paano yung ginagawa, attorney? If
May,
you don't mind.
you will submit usually may mga pro format na sila yun, requirements.
Okay.
Tapos
Okay.
you will go into hearing with them, with the zoning, with the
Is it applicable
traffic.
to all LGUs?
No, not.
Depende.
Because I'm also handling Visayas, Bohol, Negros, Panay. Hindi sila ganun.
Okay.
Depende.
Pero may mga LGU talaga na really, you have to appeal para
yeah.
apply for exemption para
Yes.
iba yung classification ng lupa.
You have to
Okay.
understand also that corporate lawyers not just contracts review. You
Okay.
also have to understand na may mga ganyan talagang
Other
trabaho.
than contracts attorney, ito labor-related naman. What labor-related compliances, mistakes, if any, should companies or corporation avoid? The standpoint of corporate
OSH.
lawyer.
I just,
Ano ba yun, attorney?
Occupational safety has
yes.
ito yung usual na marinig ko.
OSH, OSH,
OSH pala yun.
OSH,
Panyero
Occupational
OSH.
Safety and
hazard.
Hazard.
Hazard ba yun? Basta ba sa OSH?
Oo, OSH.
OSH.
Naalala ko kasi yung nasa construction kami, KOSH.
OSH.
KOSH board, KOSH.
Okay.
So,
Sige,
Ano
ano
ba
ba
yun,
yun,
attorney?
Kasi super strict si Dolly dyan ha. Just want to clarify that super strict si Dolly.
Sa Dolly yan, Dolly.
Dolly yan.
Okay.
Compliance. Super strict si Dolly dyan. Once they find out na wala kayong nag-comply dyan, you have to penalize. Mag-penalty talaga yan si Dolly.
Pay penalty.
But yung kailangan
So may mga
gawin-
training yan, yung
Oo.
OSH training yan, attorney,
May
di ba?
OSH training at saka you have to provide na mayroon kayong safety officer. So you have to send someone sa Dole para mag-training for safety.
Kailangan, I don't know kung ilang employee ba yan, kailangan, can you share to us, attorney, kung when kailangan yung OSH?
OSH.
May
Yung OSH
numbers
requirement.
yan ni-required but I'm not I'm not
kasi marami
certain.
na kayo, no?
Marami na sila eh.
So kayo sa amin sa part kasi
Lampas
namin,
na.
that's why we have OSH kasi marami.
Okay.
Na yan, pag marami, no?
So alam ko din sa construction, we have that. Kasi my lawyer friends in construction firm, as me alam ko ba tong ganyan, like that. Sa
So, pang every company, attorney, kailangan ng OSH, I'll change the question, no? Pag malaki, pag covered na, isang OSH lang ba per company or per branch yung OSH? I don't know.
based from my experience, si Dolly nag-visit yan sa branch namin.
Okay.
They have the assume na lahat ng branch mayroong OSH. Pero yung ginagawa ng company namin is, sir, send na kami, this is actually our OSH officer. So, yung OSH namin, officer
Mag-iikot-ikot din yung OSH
Okay.
officer nyo.
Iikot sila.
So, we have in Bohol, we have in
Okay.
Cebu, in Negros and Panay.
So,
Parang hindi naman masyado.
Ano pa yung mga requirements sa kailangang tingnan ng mga officer, yung mga
Lawyers. Corporate lawyers.
when it comes to Dolly?
Dole. Ayun.
Sabi mo, OSH. Meron ka
Oo.
bang dapat tingnan?
We must be careful of the visitorial power ng Dole.
Okay,
Ayun.
okay. Na-experience yun din yun.
Oo. Masyado kasing they are not into like accepting kasi yung nakita nila upon inspection,
Oh.
yun na yun eh.
Okay.
Yun na yung order, medyo na sa order to comply, ganun.
So,
So,
sa
dapat-
BIR, attorney Jan, what I can recall, may LA, di ba?
LA,
Oo.
yes.
Letter of
Totally,
authority.
Letter.
oo.
How about sa Dolly? Ano
Notice
ba
to
yung dapat
comply.
tingnan natin?
Para
Para ba may letter na mag-visit kami? Ano ba yun?
yung, for example, from my experience na din
Ah.
may, for example, may visit notice,
May notice din.
Oh, may notice
doon.
naman.
Tapos, after that, si Dolly na ganitong may wala palang bayad daw na 13-month pay, wala palang overtime pay. So,
Oh.
without checking the documents, may mga findings na yan si Dolly. So,
So, are you saying, attorney, na hindi alam ng corporation na nag-visit na yung ano?
for example, nag-visit siya, random, kasi si visitorial power eh.
So, kasi, karoin ko lang mga panyeros.
Okay,
no?
yes.
Kasi sa BIR, kailangan natin ng
No.
LA.
LA,
Bago
letter of authority.
makapag-examine si BIR.
Oo.
Sa Dolly, they don't need yung katulad ng LA. Wala na yan.
Meron, di ba sa,
Mag-random sila.
they have visitorial power.
Yes.
And
Okay.
also, we have, if you notice, may Sena pa, di ba, yung Dole? Iba din
Oo,
yun.
iba din
I'm
yun.
talking visitorial power na initiative ng Dole, sila yung mag-visit.
Sila lang.
Okay.
So,
Parang random.
yan.
Random lang yan.
Ni- ini-inform.
Walang letter na
Walang
mag-visit
letter,
kami.
visit lang. Visit
So,
lang.
immediately mag-visit na sila.
Visit sila. So, our lawyers should be careful with that kasi minsan talaga example, may visit dyan, may notice, di na siya ma-forward sa office.
Kanino ba applicable yung random visit? Is it applicable to all? Or?
I think so. Kasi wala namang sinabi sa labor code na ganitong establishment lang pwede, yung hindi eh.
Okay.
Nakailagan lang doon si Dole's visitorial power.
okay.
So, sa experience ko din, we have that, visitorial power din.
So, pag may report, attorney, how are we, pwede ba mag-appeal tayo? Paano ba yan?
Ang nangyari dyan, for example, may notice to comply, mag-file ka dyan ng motion for reconsideration kasi nakalagay na doon, computation na.
Okay.
Meron na agad?
Meron na agad. Meron na yan. Tapos, despite our effort na, we already paid this one. Tapos, from experience din naman, nagkano naman sa basta may MR lang kauntay.
So magpa-file ka din ng MR.
Oo.
So yung natanggap mo,
May, I think, resolution na order na ba?
resolution na yan or order. Tapos mag-MR ka na agad.
Oo. From my experience, yun nangyari.
Oo.
Or baka may hearing lang talaga nangyari na wala pa lang. Hindi lang kami na-inform. Kasi, example, malayo.
Oo.
Malayo siya. Tapos hindi na operations should know about it. So, all lawyers should also know about it. Gamay mang ganyang mangyayari.
Okay.
So, pinapadala yung mga decision sa corporate office or saan?
Doon na lang sa mga
Sa local?
sa local na. So, technically,
okay.
may mga hindi ma-forward doon, late na, delayed na.
So, hindi ka na makapag-appeal dyan?
Paano yan?
Yung nangyari ko, di ba sa order ng Dole, may nakalagay doon, number of days to file.
Oo. Yeah.
By my experience with Dole 7 naman is, naka-MR naman. Ano naman siya. Na,
So, dapat talaga din yung satellite office nyo, careful din.
Very prompt din sila to inform.
yung iba
urgent.
lang talaga hindi, walang paki, di ba?
Yun yung problema.
Yan ang problem. So,
okay.
that was before.
So, sa iyo pala, marami talagang we have to consider, no? Yung
compliance.
Ano ba yung mga common na dapat we have to look at sa corporate
So
compliances?
for the compliance side, we have for the compliance naman na topic, we have also to understand na our people from head to top should know what is the importance of compliance. Di lang siya compliance lang. So, in-implement siya, the people also below, from the ground, from the front and file, should know and aware na kailangan tong gawin. Kasi if they not know about it, hindi nila gagawin yan.
Ano ba yung example na dapat
Paano
hanggang
So,
sa rank and
example.
file alam nila?
For example,
Yung mga safety.
safety. Kasi for example, business
Like we
permit,
have
or ganun, no?
seminars.
Seminars, wala silang alam yan. So, every time may mga visitation, wala din sila.
Hindi sila
Hindi
makapagsagot-sagot.
lang sagot yun na po.
So,
Kaya
I
naman,
understand. So, kailangan din ng mga
Training.
corporate council na mag-train.
Oo.
Training sila.
Awareness. Training din kailangan.
Hindi pwede na corporate
Kayo lang.
council, hindi ka mag-train sa tauhan
Alam
mo.
dapat nila yung galawan ng
Hindi
corporation.
dapat alam na, ikaw lang nakaalam. You have
Paano
to
gumagalaw yung
inform.
corporation.
So, okay naman lang yung memo lang. Okay lang yan.
Okay.
Oo.
Ah?
If it's okay, kung hindi naman kasi sa amin, marami kami.
Oo, yun nga.
Marami kami. So, we have to
Memo na lang, memo.
Memo at saka online na. Mga
Online.
Para-
Yun yung kagandahan, may online.
Meron ng
Online
online eh. Kaya
Ah.
meron.
Kaya nga, off-court series
live
natin
din.
online.
Online din siya. So after discussing about the preliminary legal risk assessment attorney, understanding the compliance obligations. Now, how about the end, negotiate and allocating the risk attorney?
Yes. For negotiation, I'll go back to contracts.
Okay.
I'm also
Okay,
contracts with you,
contracts.
right?
Okay.
See, I just want to be honest, in contracts also, there are always two sides of a coin, the
Yeah,
lessor and the lessee.
Yes, yes.
For this our part, we are the lessee. So every time meron tayong mga lessor, we also have lessors na big corporation. So nangyari
okay.
niyan, they also have their own contract
Council.
review.
Merong council din sila.
So, hindi mismong ako lang yung abogado, ako lang yung pwede. So, every end of the day, si council dito, we have to meet to have a good business relationship. So, mangyari, mga iba talagang business, na lawyers na, they're not into negotiation kung may good business na. So,
Akala ko sa sa litigation lang.
Meron.
na
Diba?
ayaw,
Sa corporate.
may iba talagang lawyer na ayaw lang magpa-negotiate, ayaw lang magpano sa provisions. So, by the first pa lang na ayaw ng negotiation, off na kami doon.
Okay. So, kadalasan sa JNT, dapat talaga mag-open negotiation.
Oo, kasi kami yung nag-need eh. Kami yung nag-need ng mga warehouse. So, kami yung usually mag-bendalo.
Bendalo, ha?
Patay tayo dyan.
Kami yung
Parang
mismo-
na lang,
kami
within
yung
the
mismo gobyerno.
arm's length of
So, sa kami naman, may client kami.
So, we negotiate, yeah.
Renta.
Oo.
Minsan kami yung nagre-rent din, nagre-present kami sa nagre-rent. So, ang nangyayari sa private practice, kasi minsan hindi naman regular na
regular.
mag-rent, hindi naman regular na kami yung nag-rent.
Tama.
Pero we review from time to time mga contracts.
Contract,
Lease,
yes.
no?
Contract of lease,
What we normally look at
engagements.
is yung mga provisions na parang one-sided. Ang hirap eh.
Tama.
May tinatawag na parang unilateral yung provision ba, but it's clothed with
Yeah,
words.
if we have to read, parang, okay naman, pero
Very
pag...
prejudicial talaga.
The more you look into it,
Oo,
parang,
ang
uy, hindi
hirap,
pwede
ang
to.
hirap, Ang hirap. So,
Palo na agad.
yung parang automatic padlock. Yung mga ganyan, ang hirap.
May
Diba?
ganyan.
Diba? Ang hirap, automatic
Oo.
padlock.
Tapos
Parang
walang
hindi na
notice ng
binibigyan ng ano si...
Pero kadalasan naman,
Company.
normally, yung mga corporations na clients namin, kami yung nag-draft.
Mm-mm.
So, kami naman yung nagbibigay sa contract. Diba?
Supervision.
So, in your case, kayo din yung, duty din yun ng corporate counsel na maggagawa ng draft.
Parang tayo yung attorney, gagawa ng contract tapos babasahin ni attorney.
Meron eh.
Or,
Yes, for
ina-assess niya.
example, kami yung kayong lessor. So,
Ah.
kayo yung abogado ng lessor. So, kayo nag-sign ng contract. Kami yung mabasa.
Okay,
So,
okay.
we have to, kasi kami yung nag-meet, kami yung
Ah.
lessee dito. So, kami yung, our business operations the one who is begging for you to grant lease. Parang ganon ba?
So, attorney, when it comes to contract of lease, ano ba yung kadalasan mong na-observe na parang you really have to look into?
Parang
Yung mga breach, ano ba yung
sinabi mo na i-flag.
Oo, kasi kadalasan nag-negotiate on what man, yung price, ano ba? Kadalasan.
First talaga namin is based sa SOP namin sa company. For
Okay.
example, the advance rental.
Advance rental.
Advance rental pa lang sa amin is dapat first month eh. Pero sa lesser side, from the lesser side, last month yan. Last month of the term yan. And the
Yung advance.
difference-
Okay,
the difference is very huge, but I understand the lesser side kasi security din naman nila yun. For example, what if mag-preterm?
Oo.
So, yung at least secure na yung
Pre-term,
last month.
pre-terminate.
Pre-terminate.
Karoon lang natin.
Pre-terminate ng contract. Si lesser din naman, gusto nila na secure na yung last month. So at least di sila logi. Pero
Okay.
sa amin naman, kami yung at least na-consume na namin yung first month advance rent.
Okay.
Yun tayo nag-ano doon, nag-conflict.
Ah.
So ginawa namin ginawa namin naman ganyan. So since kami naman yung nag-made, hindi naman siya i-close yung deal ha.
Okay.
So we talk
Parang
again.
dyan na pumapasok si
Doon
negotiation.
yung sa I usually have meetings man with the
So, yung
Negative.
advance
Decision.
rental, kailan i-charge?
kailan
Ano
i-charge,
ba yung mga common na i-negotiate when it comes to contract of lease?
mga
Yeah.
charges like for example, penalties. For example, delayed of payment, but the cause of delay is not GNT. It's with other party. Like for example, hindi siya nakabigay ng OR dati. So there are a lot of instances. For example, upon renewal, di kami naka-renew agad. For the reason of the business requirements, hindi pa siya complied with the business permits,
Okay.
hindi pa siya cleared from
Isn't it na yung business permit sa lessee?
Lessee.
Kasi kayo yung nagbi-business?
We have also LGUs. Now, we cannot renew our business permit if the lessor is not renewed with the business permit.
So, kailangan, so from what
So,
I'm getting,
sige, Attorney John.
kailangan register din si lessor. The
Oo,
lessor
kailangan
has
din.
to have
So, yung
business
Yes.
permit.
nila is meaning
As leasing,
leasing yung business nila.
kapag hindi leasing, hindi din siya pinaprocess ni LGU. So, we have also like that, for example, for renewal na yung contract. However, upon renewal, hindi pa rin na-renew si lessor.
So, these
Kahit
are
nag-lapse
matters
na yung
na dapat talaga,
i-negotiate
negotiate
pa lang. Oh. So, for example,
Kasi minsan na, yan, Attorney Jess, parang na hindi nakikita.
hindi yan nakikita.
Oo,
Kasi
hindi
nakikita lang
nakikita.
siya after na, may contract na.
Dahil
Nagka-problema
ang problema
na.
pag 15 years yung contract,
Oo,
no?
o
Yung
dyan.
long term kasi first year okay.
Second year,
okay pa.
Yung third year parang nagbago na yung LGU na
Nag-iba
Iba
na.
na, kasi may
So
elections.
nag-i-implement na sila ng yung parang business
Bago.
permit ng nagpalis, no?
Okay.
So kailangan talaga mga panyero-panyera, dapat talaga nating i-consider din yung
Possible changes
possible
that will
changes in
come
LGU.
along the way.
Oo.
Yes.
And also, we have to talk also with the lessor for that one.
Mm.
For example, I'm going back to penalties na
Okay,
delayed
okay, sige.
na delayed. Kasi delayed daw, kasi hindi nakabayad kasi delayed. But the cost is not us. So, we should not be penalized for that. So, yung ginagawa ko dyan, sa contracts namin is, I always add a curing provision.
Curing.
Curing
Curing
provision.
provision.
Curing
Ano yung
provision. I call this curing provision.
So bigyan parang ano yung
Chance. For
curing?
example, it should not be considered as default on our part if the cause of delay is not us. Second, curing period, if may mga instances na kagulo, we have 30 days to cure the issues.
Okay.
And after that, tsaka pa kayo mag-contra, mag-breach or gano'n.
Okay.
So, I call this curing provision.
So, we have, dalawa na yung na-identify natin sa mga negotiation, sa mga contract of lease. Yung mga delay, Yung, ano ba yung isa? Yung
Advance
delay, yung,
changes in the government.
yung nga, yung delay,
LGU.
yung first, ano ba yun?
Advance rent.
Oh, advance
Advance
rent.
rent.
Ano pa ba yung dapat tingnan, attorney?
So, yung mga auto padlock, ganyan sinabi mo
Ah.
kanina, di yun pwede, di ba? Pero from the lesser side, I understand din naman kasi ayaw din lang dumaan sa korte.
Ah,
Ay, for example, these contracts were drafted by the lawyer also. So, sabi naman, di naman pwede yan, attorney, di ba? Pero sila, inimpose
have you
nila yan.
experienced, attorney, na kayong ina-eject? Hindi naman.
Oo.
Hindi siya na-eject,
But,
napadlock lang dahil. But that was before, pero after that, hindi na kami nabumalik dun sa
Kasi hindi pa si Attorney Jason.
Yeah.
may curious question lang ako dito sa negotiation and allocating risk. Meron ka bang experience attorney na parang na-surprise ka sa clause or provision na sa contract?
Oh, meron.
Ano ba yun? Ano ba yun?
Yung surprising provision.
Yung de-quantify the major repairs and minor repairs. Like for example,
Di
Okay.
quantify?
de-quantify, like for example, meron kami, like all repairs below 200 are considered as major repairs.
200.
Above 200.
200,000.
200.
Above 200.
Sa akin din
Akala ko
naman,
200 pesos eh.
20,000 of course.
Oh.
Major repairs na daw. Sa akin din naman, it should not be that way because major repairs should be referred to structural or mga pwedeng ganun. What if structural yung nasira? Kasi nakalagay doon, major repairs lang yung cover ni lessor. Minor repairs nila sa amin.
Oh.
Pero what if yung sira is ganun,
Yung mga kolong, yung mga
kolong.
ganyan.
Tapos,
Kailangan
upon
talaga.
quotation, 199,000 lang. Kami na magre-repair.
Oh,
So, tapos, pasira na yung building, pasira na yung warehouse, ganun. So, I really flagged that one. So, my first
Experience mo dun?
experience ko na doon, tinawagan ko yung lessor.
Oh.
If pwede bang tapos pag hindi sila,
Actually, ngayon ko lang narinig yung mga
meron ganyan.
Doon na pumapasok si negotiation.
Negotiation.
Pumapasok si
Pero yung
negotiation.
mga, attorney, pag may typhoon, mga...
Fortuitous event.
Yung,
Ayun.
hindi, minsan,
For first
dalawang
majeure.
booking lang. Sa inyo na yan, yung ano ba yun?
Yung sa,
Dinag-shit pa ba yan?
di mo sa Tino,
Oo,
Okay.
yeah.
may heroes kaming pang-ubos talaga. Pero,
Oh.
ang ginagawa namin is, si lessor naman, willing naman to, di kami mag-shoulder nun. So, it should be lessor. Kasi he's the owner of the property.
Pero
paano
minsan,
pag-
matagal yan eh.
Mm-mm.
Pag we are relying on the lessor, minsan wala pang budget si lessor, walang...
Usually,
Roofing.
what we did is, hold mo na yung rental, talk with the lessor na.
So
Kami naman
isalin
sila.
nyo yan sa ano?
Parang sinasali sa contract.
Sa contract,
nakalagay
hindi
lang
naman.
Sa contract, nakalagay lang doon sa contract that we are not liable for all damages caused by the fortuitous event. So-
pero as to yung yung parang kayo yung i-reimburse lang, hindi naman.
Hindi. Yung ginagawa lang namin is that, hold lang muna, talk the lessor, make an additional papers for that. Kasi
okay.
bagyo, ganun, hindi naman sinasadya.
So, ang dami pala nun.
Magkano kailangan i-consider?
Itong negotiation, attorney, kasi we're talking about negotiation external.
External.
How about negotiation sa internal?
Yeah.
With the management.
Yung mahirap.
Paano mahirap?
Ano ako dyan, attorney?
It can cause
Yung-
conflict talaga.
Ha?
It can cause more conflict. So,
yung may tanong ako dyan, attorney, kasi yung employer wearing a hat as business person, minsan yung employer natin, ito yung gusto talaga. So yung sa legal naman, parang hirap, di talaga pwede. So, ano ba yung, kasi yung employer, may bayad siya, tayo din sa legal, we have to consider na hindi naman pwede ganyan. Paano mo ba hinahandle yan, attorney?
okay, good question. So, I also have that kind of experience. Meron ka rin ganyan, di ba? Kasi yan, I have to maintain ethical for all that kind of situation.
Ethics.
So, I was,
Kailangan talaga ethics.
saka, it should be more, on evidence, may paper ako dyan eh. Example, may instruction sila ganitong gawin. Ginagawa ko dyan, facts,
Okay.
tapos,
Magagawa ka ng legal
jurisprudence,
opinion? Ano
reasons,
ba?
So, recommendations, tapos recommendations not to proceed. If gusto lang mag-proceed, sila nyo mag-sign. Tapos proceed ko with the risk. So, at least, they can go back, they cannot throw back to me na ganito yung race, marami tayong talo, marami tayong ganon, dahil proceed mo, no,
I remember
May retainer ako dati, attorney, gusto niyang tanggalin yung employee. Gusto niyang tanggalin kasi sabi niya, nag-knockout.
Wala.
Sabi ko naman, dapat may notice eh.
Notice.
Oo.
So, dapat to notice, mag-investigate. Siya hindi na pwede kasi ganyan.
Galit siya, galit.
Galit.
Galit. Siyempre.
Bias niya yun eh, galit
Diba?
siya eh.
Hindi, tama naman. Siyempre, kahit sino magagalit.
Galit
Diba?
Parang ano ba, ang gusto mong tanggalin.
Gusto tanggalin. Ura-urada. Like, at that moment, gusto yung tanggalin.
Mm-mm.
Diba? Sabi
Dala siya ng
ko,
emotion niya.
Kung gusto mong tanggalin, willing ka bang magbayad? Siyempre, ako bang magbayad? Diba?
Yun.
So, how have you experienced that, attorney?
2 months ago, last February, I have the
Okay, wow! How did you do
Kasi
it?
ganito yan, kasi di ba si corporate has HR department and legal department.
Ah.
Si HR department is the one who discipline.
Ah.
Dumating na lang yan sa legal, documents na lang.
Oo.
So when I reviewed this one, notices were not served, properly served.
Mm.
If served man, hindi na-receive. So walang ganun. So nag-claim na din siya ng legal dismissal. I told to
Okay.
the management na, kasi pinatanggal, di ba?
Ah.
Tanggal na eh. So nandun na eh.
Oh, wala
Kaso
ka na magawa. Tanggal na eh.
So, yung ginawa is, kasi I am the legal manager in region, we have also HQ Legal. So,
Okay.
what I did, I have to remain ethical din. I recommend for settlement compared to damages.
Ah,
So,
okay.
damages nominal is 30K.
Oh.
Tapos
Yes.
yung, assuming lang din na the findings of the labor arbiter, if damages lang,
Latest rule.
what
Oh.
if he was declared illegally dismissal, we are at risk of back wages and separation pay.
Oh, ang dami no. Ang dami
Ang dami.
Oh. So, yung ginawa ko dyan, I always quantify the risk, not just legally. Yung ginawa ko dyan talaga sa corporate lang, ganito yung risk natin, magiging 1 million to, 2 million to, 3 million. So, by that, the quantity niya, uy, ganito pala yung risk, should not be that way. Sige, let's settle na lang sa 10,000. Pasok.
Okay.
Close ang case.
Ang minsan, kinatatakutan natin dyan, baka sabihin, ano ka ba today? That's why you're there. No? Hanapan mo yun ng paraan.
Yun, yeah.
Magbayad.
It's true. That's their initial. It's true naman, ganyan naman talaga sila eh.
Okay.
Ganyan naman. But ano lang, the challenge lang sa akin lang ha, I always have, before I report, go talaga ko ng script, ano sila ma-convince eh.
So, yung sa leadership, tinatawag natin yung managing up.
Managing.
Di ba?
So, sa corporate lawyers, not just external,
Ah.
meron din tayong internal
Internal
staff
negotiation.
with the management.
Diba?
How to
Diba?
tell them, how to explain to them. Kasi initially, they know, but kasi talaga ganito gusto eh. So,
Meron
at
mga
saka din,
gusto.
ayaw din mo din i-impose yung gusto mo.
Pero hindi naman kayo unionized. Hindi kayo unionized.
So, fully not, no?
Ang hirap, no? Ang hirap ng mga unionized, ano?
But Attorney Hill, I
ayun.
think before we proceed to the rest of the council framework, I think it's time to acknowledge the sponsor of this show.
Yeah, so in case.
Encase, our legal companion. Case management, client management, and chapter engagement. Encase, our legal companion.
Okay, and we're back live. So
Yeah.
shout out pala sino?
Si Attorney Pabila. Nakita natin dito sa Eastern Samar.
Oh,
Conversion,
Hi, Attorney. Maayong gabi. And good evening to our panieros and panieras who are watching us live. So, we continue now with our council framework, and we are now in secure documentation and paper trails.
Yes, in corporate, you also have to secure everything, lahat ng papel, evidence, affidavit as possible, as early as possible, before ano pa siya, going 3 years, 4 years, kasi magtatagal yan. Wala talaga yung
Okay.
evidence na makuha.
Can you
Okay, Attorney, I have a
Sige.
question. Kasi may experience din kami.
May kaso kaming pinail.
Oo.
Nung nag-file kami, alam mo naman yung cases in court, matagal, minsan, mga ilang taon, di ba? So, nag-file kami, yung employee pa yung witness namin. Di ba? After 5 years, hindi pa tapos yung trial,
Oo.
wala na yung employee namin. How do you deal with that? Have you experienced it like that?
Yes, we have that. Especially, criminal case yun eh.
Ah.
So, una pa lang, may witness ka na.
Ah.
During trial, wala ka ng witness.
Oo, yun yung. Paano yung ginagawa mo, Attorney?
Because of that transition of the employees in the
Oh.
corporate, ganyan talaga. Yung ginagawa namin dyan is, secure mo na yung mga documentary evidence. Tapos
Okay.
yung mga witness na lang din, kasi importante yung documentary, may mga pirma doon yung iba eh. For example, from the finance, finance, the manager, at saka iba. At least kung wala itong isa, meron itong isa, pwede ito ka-witness using the documentary evidence.
So mas maganda pala talaga na yung papers natin,
Maraming
Hindi
pirma.
lang isang signatory.
Hindi lang isa.
At least someone can
Meron pa.
witness.
Oo!
Additional.
That's my take ha, kasi I experienced din naman na, oh my
So
God.
mga panyero-panyera, yung mga documents natin, mas maganda palang maraming signatory doon. Diba? Kasi pag isa lang,
Patay ka.
patay ka.
Tapos nag-resign na, wala
Diba?
na.
Good luck
Wala
sa'yo.
Kaya yun yung problema namin eh. Kasi
No one
yung-
can authenticate na.
yung witness namin na employee pa.
Mm-mm.
Tapos ilang taon umalis na. Tapos siya lang yung minsan yung kadalasan ng challenge yung maliit na company.
Okay.
Kasi madalas yung turnover ng mga employee pa. So yun yung challenge. So mas maganda pala at least dalawa yung signatory.
At least
Hindi
meron
pwede,
pang isa.
hindi isa lang. Kasi pag isa, mas malaking chance na wala na.
Hindi na siya
Hindi na mahanap.
Hindi naman siya, for example, na-present
Hindi
siya
na
ng
mahanap.
evidence.
Hindi na
Hindi man na
mahanap.
siya. No one can no longer testify for that document kasi who are you to testify? You're not even part of that document. Like, ganun lang.
Yun, yes.
That's from my experience. Also, the contracts. Kasi
Okay.
kailangan din secure yung contracts na, of course, magkaiba yung signatory kasi corporation, di ba? So, corporation, it means that someone is authorized to sign in behalf of the corporation.
Yun,
Later on, nag-resign na.
nag-resign na.
It's true din. So, kailangan mo din i-secure first yung secretary certificate, authorizing that person, at saka din yung original contract. Kasi kapag wala kang copy ng contracts, siya lang yung nagdadala. Wala,
Okay.
kasi legal wala mismong copy ng contract.
So,
Kasi usual
sinisecure
problem,
yung
oh.
documentation.
The legal should secure it first. Kasi yun ang na-experience din namin, mag-ibang version.
Ang hirap hanapin ng documents, no?
mahirap na siya.
Paano yung ginagawa niyo, attorney, if, for example, the original document went missing?
Yung the worst is, hangin kami, bunabalik kami sa lessor. But yung lessor talaga, nagkuano lang kami, like, hindi mag-question yung kabila, ano lang. Pamala na lang, bala na si Lord, gano'n na lang. But that's our past experience ha. Ngayon, we already tried na lahat ng legal, may copy na talaga ng original contract.
Sa atin naman, kasi yung contract notarized yun, attorney.
Oo,
So,
notarized.
doon pumapasok si
In case.
Notary, in case.
First, in case. Second,
Ang natin ngayon, attorney, is that sa in case, for example, yung client namin, may contract, once we notarize the contract for a client, inattach na namin sa case record.
sa case
at
record.
least
So,
meron tayo.
at least, pag hihingi yung client, do you have a copy? Madali na lang i-trace namin kasi andun na sa in case na.
So, pag nawala siya, for example, and then we need a certified true copy, pwede tayong pumunta kay OCC, no? Office of the Clerk of Court. Pwede din tayong sa National Archives.
Oo.
So,
Pero at
yun.
least, may copy na tayo. Madali na lang i-trace.
Madali na
kung
siya i-trace.
Kailan in-execute. ano
Kailan yung
number.
sa-
Oo, kasi hanapin yun eh, pagka nagkukuha tayo ng certified true copy.
May natanggap akong demand letter from lawyer sa Mindanao.
Okay.
Sabi ko, sino nag-sign ito? Walang notary.
Ayun.
Tapos nag-claims, of course, hindi naman siya notarized.
Hindi naman nag-proceed to
Hindi
litigation.
na-proceed siya. Kasi before you claim demand letter, kailangan mo din i-prove na ano yung dinidemand mo.
So,
Nasa
kailangan
yung-
talaga yung yung mga paper trails dapat.
Trails, kompleto siya. Sinisecure dapat ni corporate
Yeah.
lawyer yung
That's for litigation.
documentation.
Kailangan din siya for litigation kasi
So, dapat lahat ng mga documents, yung paper trails, yung mga signatories,
siya, organized. So,
organized talaga
that is
lahat.
why it's very helpful to have NCase kasi meron tayong document section doon, nakikita na.
sa
So,
bahay.
ano ba yung next attorney?
We go to E.
E.
So,
Yung E,
paano ba yun?
Examine through due diligence. This is the most important role of a lawyer. Kasi kung walang diligence, pasok ng pasok si company ng any agreement na nabumba na palang napasokan sa nang bumalik.
Ang challenge ko, attorney, may nung mga bata pa ako sa practice.
Anong bata pa?
Oo, sa practice lang. So, ang nangyayari is that when I reviewed a contract, parang okay naman ito.
Okay na?
No, okay. Para bang,
Okay. Parang okay lang.
Okay lang.
But as I go through yung matagal na tayo
Experience. Exposure.
Itong word parang hindi to
Oo.
ako sa atin eh.
Okay.
Itong word parang ano ba to? Itong word ang dami na pero nung bago ako
Lahat
Yung
okay.
mahirap.
Lahat okay.
May experience ka, Attorney Jan? Meron ka experience dyan?
I can still remember the first time that I read the contract. Parang, okay naman to. Ano bang i-change ko dito? Yung grammar?
Oo! Kasi pag bago, hindi makita yung words, di ba?
Hindi siya nakikita kaagad. Even until now, it's there are times na parang difficult pa rin siya makita. So we read and then we wear hats. Ganon yung
How are you
tinuro.
doing it sa, attorney?
Dati, for example, ganyan din ako experience. Pero later on, kahit shall at me, alam ko na kailangan
Shall
dapat
at me.
No, it should not be shall. Ganun
Ah.
na. Ganyan na tayo na review. Ganun na.
So ano ba yung mga tinitingnan mong mga words, attorney? Kadalasan yung shall, yung mga ganyan, ano pa?
The penalties, ganun lang sa contracts. Pero sa akin din, aside from the provisions, I also know, like beyond the box.
Oh.
Like, for
Beyond the
example,
box. Ano ba yung mga beyond the box
example,
example, attorney?
May na-propose sa amin na build to lease agreement.
Oh,
Ano
build
yun?
to list.
Build to
I mean,
lease.
build to suit. So ano ba yan? Basta magbi-build pa lang doon sa...
Build muna
okay.
bago
Oo,
lease.
Okay.
Kanang mag-ano pa lang ka doon sa
Sa area.
property.
Sa property.
Sa akin ayoko.
Okay.
For one reason, what if nag-agreement na kayo mag-occupy kayo diyan, si lessor mag-rent diyan, mag-build ng property tapos sa'yo. Tapos marami pang questions. For example, marami pang hindi ma-comply sa DNR, sa occupancy permit. What if natapos na niya, tapos hindi niya ma-proceed yung compliance. Tapos ikaw, nakapag-agree ka na mag-rental after the completion of the
Project.
building, tapos hindi pa secured,
Wala.
Makulitan
Madelay
Delay
pa.
yung
Makulitan
opening.
ka.
Hindi magagamit.
Diba?
Sayang yung...
mag-gimat. Tapos ikaw din nakasign na nag-agree pa kayo, you have the words to rent that, so mapulitan ka pumasok.
So yung yung mga kadalasan sa experience namin yung mga papers
Sa mga nagpalis,
Mm-mm.
no? Nasa lolo pa.
Oo, hindi pa
Hindi pa na-transfer.
It's
Yun
true.
yung challenging
May
part.
experience kayo dyan?
Oo,
Ano
it's
ginagawa
true.
niyo yan?
We always question the authority, di ba? Sa nakapalis, sa ownership.
Yun, yeah. Important.
Yung,
Yun, due diligence.
mas part of my kasi ginawa ko lang 1 year lang yung term na
Okay.
para kaso magka-problema kayo sa ejectment or ano
Oo.
dyan, problema dyan sa 1 year.
Makalis lang din.
Oo, alis lang din. At
Ah.
saka, as much as possible, lahat ng years, example, lolo pa, lahat ng years dyan,
Oo.
nakalagay na pala, pina-fine sign naman dyan ng affidavit of no objection. Walang exception lahat.
Affidavit of no objection. Okay.
Na lahat
Importante
ng
yun,
mga waiver, ganun. Like, hindi kayo
yeah, we have
allowed
waiver.
or affidavit of consent na you allowed so and so to enter a contract of lease with Gianti, ganun.
Pero,
I learned something from you now na sabi mo, minsan short term lang.
Short
Oo,
term lang,
that's
1 year.
more-
Diba? 1 year, 2 years. Kasi actually, it's something that we have to look at. Kasi minsan, pag tinitingnan natin, automatic yung mind natin na, uy, parang ang hirap nito, hindi sila lahat nakapirma.
Oo.
Oo,
Parang we can advise immediately na,
Wag na lang,
mahirap.
wag na lang.
Oo.
Diba? Pero kaya balik tayo sa objective.
Ng company.
Ano ba yung objective ng company? Short term lang ba?
Short term or long
Temporary
term?
lang ba? Di ba?
Ah, so
So,
yun.
ganda talaga ng council. No? Clarify the objective. So, pag sabi naman ng company pala na, 2 years.
Okay lang, 2 years. Okay.
Okay, mag-rent tayo. Pag nagkikisan, lampas ng 2 years yan.
At
Diba?
least naman, kumita na si
kaya
company.
makapag-advise din tayo na, okay, pag kasuhan ka naman,
Hindi siya loss.
hindi, pwede ka pang mag-operate.
Pwede
ka
pa.
Hindi siya masyadong risk. So,
Oo.
sa akin din naman, like,
maganda yung at least.
Yeah, new insights.
Hindi natin makikita yan eh.
in my years
Sige,
na
attorney.
din experience, of course, risk cannot be avoided, di ba? Lahat
Yeah,
ng risk, kahit nakaupo ka dito, we are still risk eh.
May risk
So,
pa din.
Sa corporate lawyering talaga is, if you cannot avoid the risk, you have to minimize the risk.
Minimize,
Yun.
minimize
Kaya
na lang si-
magandang tingnan talaga na,
I-minimize risk.
Sige, mga
No.
galing nun
Maraming
Tapos na tayo sa examine through due diligence. Nandito tayo sa last part. Yung last part leading towards, ano ba yun?
Options, legal solutions, ano ba? Normally, pag mahirap yung legal problems, kailangan ba talagang mag-say no? Ano ba yung mga ginagawa mo, attorney? I'm sure may experience ka na mga mahirap na mga cases, di ba?
Yeah, actually even our HQ will say, no, lipatan lang kayo ng hub. Lipatan lang kayo ng, alis na lang kayo dyan. But for me, it's not, should not be that way.
Okay.
Kung kaya pang resolve with the lessors, kung wala naman na flag, if, for example, ang problem lang is the documents. Walang permit sa lessor, walang occupancy permit sa lessor. However, the government is not asking for it.
Okay.
So why risk? Then why flag this one? So, for me, the flag itself is not, should not be applied to all. Applied siya case-to-case basis.
Case-to-case talaga. So, dapat talaga si council ng mga corporation, dapat wide yung horizon niya.
Oo, wide.
Dapat pala talaga, attorney, na hindi lang ibig sabihin na ganito lang, legal.
Okay na,
Hindi
legal. Okay.
pwede malang.
Hindi pwede. So,
Dapat pala alam natin ding
Mga practical solutions.
practical solutions
Yeah.
pala talaga.
Practical po mapasok.
Because-
Kasi, I understand kasi yung mga client natin, they rely sometimes too much on the council.
it's true.
Di ba? So,
It's true.
pag yung binibigay nating options nila na isa lang, no lang, kasi hindi, mahirap yun pala talaga. attorney.
We have to, for example, of course, we can say no naman, but we have give options na din na. If we cannot proceed with this one, how about this one? For example, currently, the contracts review I have been doing 2 days ago,
Okay.
3 years yung contract.
Okay.
Tapos sabi ni lessor na, no, we cannot give the, we cannot return the security deposit if you pre-terminate. So, which is understandable naman. Kasi economic reasons kanila eh.
Okay.
Kung alis kayo
Nag-pre-terminate.
mag-pre-terminate kayo, mawalan kami ng for couple of months. So, isik, lang namin, forfeit yung ayaw niya, ayaw ng management.
Okay.
So, on how to, para hindi naman masira yung deal, is that, how about we limit to terms na lang, para walang pre-termination. Let's do 1 year, 2 years.
Yeah. 1 year,
Okay,
that's
great.
renewable.
Oo, para
ganyan.
hindi naman tayo masyadong kunti lang risk of pre-termination. So, yun na siya, like, it's not a no, but it's a solution.
So, kailangan talaga mag-provide ng solutions, no?
Kasi si corporate lawyer is not, aside from business partner, we are called strategists.
Strategies ni company.
Kasi kailangan naman talaga.
That is why that is why we have the council framework, no? So,
Lahat ng sinabi mo.
uy, 7 p.m. na pala. So,
Oy!
magre-recap tayo
Ano,
kung ano ba
pero
yung
before-
napag-usapan natin.
Sige. Recap muna natin yung ano.
Ay, may questions pa daw. May questions,
may questions.
pa bago mag-recap. Ano
Okay.
yung question from attorney Jobernson Alabastro? Ang question niya ay, attorney, bakit nag-i-establish ng holding company ang mga kumpanya?
Holding company ng holding company.
Holding company.
Holding company. So, yung para bang maraming company, then mayroong holding company.
Okay.
Yung
Like,
parent company.
Jollibee,
like parang, for
Jollibee.
example,
Hindi.
of course,
Hindi
first,
holding.
I just
Sige.
want to
Ano
share this
example?
one. The same lang sa taxi.
Okay.
Taxi.
We have, for example, we have lessors na isang property nila, magkaiba yung lessors, but sila same lang sila. To avoid liability, to
Okay.
minimize liability, and to, lang din, like tax na lang din sila. Like, for example, BPI.
Tax avoidance.
Tax
Avoidance. Yeah, hindi tax
avoidance.
evasion.
Hindi siya batay ka dyan.
Tax evasion.
Tax avoidance. Tapos,
Bilibid tayo diretso.
alam mo siya, nag-sharing of responsibility, sharing of liability.
Ah.
Kasi I cannot mention the name, of course, ha. So, we have one DC, we have one hub. Same lang naman pala sila, pero magkaiba yung pangalan.
Okay.
Iba-iba yung pangalan ng ano.
Magkaiba din yung PIN.
Ah.
So, this sharing, like, lang.
Actually, there are many reasons why you need to have a holding company. Diba? First is that yung liability, kasi yung holding company,
Iba.
company din yung hindi na tao.
Si
Kasi
personality.
pag for example, ordinary corporation lang,
Mm.
normally yung mga shareholders
Shareholders and
stockholders, tao.
Oo. Mm.
So, pag alam mo naman natin yung anong tawag yun? Yung
The
piercing
will of corporate identity. Yung separation.
Directly sa tao.
Oo.
Diba?
So, yung
Pero
ginagawa,
pag naka-holding,
naka-holding siya.
so,
Yung
holding
shareholders
yung
are-
malayo pa yung mga tao. So,
Malayo
isa
pa
rin yan
sila.
sa advantage.
So, yun yung
Liability pa rin.
Liability pa rin.
yun yung
So, isa sa mga reason why.
reason
Saka may
why.
mga tama naman din si Atty. Jess na pag holding, iba-iba din kasi yung limit ng mga taxes eh.
Yes.
Diba?
Oo.
Supposing, immediately, pag nag-VAT, napamahal immediately.
Oo.
Pag hindi naman nag-VAT, diba? Kaya tatlong company, supposing leasing, tatlong company, tag 2 million, 2 million, 2 million, hindi VAT.
Oh, madipend yung income.
Na yung, kasi hindi VAT, tatlo, tag 2 million, mura din yung rent.
Diba?
Pero pag isang company lang, VAT,
Mahal.
Mahal na siya.
So, isa din yan, tax.
Sa mga, reasons.
Kaya may holding na lang.
Na may holding company
Diba?
siya.
So, yan, one of the many reasons
That's why may holding company din.
Pero
Okay.
attorney, may question muna ako kay attorney.
Okay, sige.
Ano ba yung parang pinakamahirap na experience mo sa corporate practice? Baka
Pinakamahirap.
i-share mo, attorney.
Litigation itself, because I really thought it's only pure work, table works.
Yung corporate practice, you were thinking na table work?
Table works lang siya actually, but it should be, kailangan mo din kasi mag-litigation eh. Kasi like other corporations, may retainer, di ba? Meron kami dati, pero ngayon, pinapasa na sa legal. Lahat ng lawyers proceed. Diyan ako nahirapan initially, but later on, I was able to adapt.
Yun yung challenge mo.
Thank you to Attorney Isles for guiding me.
Special set.
Si Vincent Isles. Tama ba? Tama? Ay, Panyero.
Ano pala dito, may tinuturuan si attorney. Magaling na si attorney.
Menti.
Ano is this, no?
Okay. So, I think it's 7 p.m. So,
Recap natin.
Yung council.
framework.
Yung council framework. We have si attorney.
We have
Yung clarify the objective.
business
Diba? Ano ba yan?
objectives.
Okay.
Clarify yung si attorney.
Observe, ano ba yun? Make preliminary
Hindi, yung
assessment.
si muna, si.
Clarify the business objectives.
Oh, yan.
Okay.
Always observe and make preliminary assessments of legal risk.
Okay.
So you always understand compliance obligations. N is negotiate and allocate risk. S is for secure documentation and paper trails. E is for the examine. L is for lead toward practical
legal solution. And
Legal solutions. So, klaruhin
legal
natin.
solution.
Yeah.
And that is the council framework.
Yeah.
So we have come to the end of our program, attorneys.
Attorney Jess, ang dami naming natutunan. Dami kong
Kulang pa sa oras
Kinulang.
Okay, bagong advice.
Yes, meron na.
Marami
So thank you very much, attorney, for
Thank
sharing
you.
your time, experience, and perspective with us tonight. So this conversation reminded us that our legal practice is not shaped not only by the cases that we handle, but also by the responsibilities, the lessons, and the realities we continue to face in this profession, particularly in corporate professions. So, to our pañeros and pañeras and everyone who joined us tonight, thank you for being part of this conversation. So, we invite you to share this with your friends, colleagues, or fellow lawyers who may also benefit from this discussion. So we would also love to
Share.
your thoughts. Share. So we would love also to hear your thoughts. You may leave a comment on this episode, and you may also, if you are interested, to sit with us as a future guest, a speaker for Off-Court series, you may also reach out to us so we can discuss. So, Attorney Hill, Off-Court series.
Yeah, so yung Off-Court series, this happens
Every third Saturday of every month. So,
we are live on
6
Facebook.
p.m.
Yes,
no?
we are live at 6 p.m.
So, in fact, yung next episode natin is on July 18, 2026.
So,
6 p.m. pa din.
So, I'll see you on July 18, 2026 at 6 p.m.
So, this program is
presented to us by Encase, our legal companion.
It's built by lawyers for lawyers. So, if you're a lawyer, new lawyers in the corporate practice in different areas or field of legal practice, you may visit
Encase.ph.
Available siya sa web and available din siya sa
Pwede ma-download sa App Store.
and Google Play Store, Android and Apple. So again,
thank you for joining us tonight. This has been Off-Court series by Encase.
the conversations and the realities of legal practice. So good evening, everyone, and see you all.
Next episode.
Bye!
Bye!